Good morning from Ancaster. We are at Performance Care Center and being joined by owner and chiropractor Amanda. We're talking all about how to best take care of your body, whether it's if you're in competitive dance, if you are into racquetball or pickleball, if you suffer from arthritis, or if you're like me and you don't really exercise at all but you have lots of issues, this is the place to be. So Amanda, you are working on a patient, but this isn't because of pain, this is maintenance.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the procedures.
Okay, so my patient here, Talia Savitas, she's been a competitive dancer for almost 10 years. I've been treating her almost 10 years. And so she comes in for some soft tissue therapy to increase her flexibility so that she can perform at her best. And it's more what you do outside of sport to get that competitive edge, and she's never had to miss a competition because she's pretty regular with her treatments.
Wow, so that can really make a difference.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because I don't think a lot of people would think about that. Like they're thinking, okay, well I need to do my routine and I need to do my exercises and I need to do my workouts, but I wouldn't necessarily think that, you know, having any kind of physio or chiropractor work would help.
Yeah, so
unless there's an injury.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's all about, you know, tissues can break down, and so it's very competitive these days. She would even dance for 25 hours a week. So of course anybody's bodies are gonna break down at any age.
Yeah. And what do you find the difference between treating an adult that is competitive in sport versus treating a kid that's active?
Kids are resilient. Love treating kids. We have the growing population of adolescent athletes. They make me look good because their bodies are more pliable, and you establish your flexibility when you're young. And so if I have, you know, middle-aged golfer, let's say, that didn't establish flexibility or have treatment when they were younger, it's really going to show and be that much harder, and they have to be that much more consistent with their treatment coming in to get to where they need to be.
So if you do have a lot of athleticism in your life and you are, you know, very active in whether it be golf or tennis or anything along those lines, picking up something like this early on in your sport is always recommended.
Absolutely, especially if you want longevity and you want to just focus on performance for your sport, and just not having to sit out or miss any games.
Yeah, and it really depends probably on the client as to how often they come to get treatment.
Absolutely, and so how often they come will depend on how good they want to feel. Average person.
Every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I come every day?
Well, you know, that being said, I used to travel with a competitive tennis player, and we would treat her for 3 hours a day because it wasn't good enough for her to be at 80%. She had to be at 150%.
Yeah.
So that was 3 hours a day. I would treat her every single day.
It's incredible how closely the two are correlated.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, coming up, we're going to speak to a gentleman who has very bad arthritis and is a huge fan of acupuncture and how that can help you. So make sure you stay with us. There's so much more coming up from Ancaster on Morning Live. Woo! You can really tell that you've hit something there with the acupuncture.
Yes, I hit the motor unit that supplies his femoral nerve.
That is incredible. I've never seen anything like that before. Acupuncture is kind of your thing.
It is my thing.
Yeah, according to Bob, you're the best. This is Bob.
She is the best.
Okay, so now that you know you've got it in the right spot, Bob is recovering from knee surgery, knee replacement surgery, 1 year post-op. Such important, one of the most important things to do, of course, is to take care of it after you've gotten the surgery.
Yes, absolutely.
So what are you doing here?
So we're doing some acupuncture to promote blood flow. Acupuncture is really important to establish circulation. It can promote natural painkillers like endorphins. I have a lot of patients that have arthritis and they think they're at the end of the road, like they can't do everything they love, and they just halt everything, which is actually even worse because we know that motion is lotion.
Of course.
So these patients with arthritis, they just need to move better, move smarter, and have the support, which is what I'm here for, to help them through it and let them know what they can and they cannot do.
Okay. Now, acupuncture, I mean, it is ancient medicine. This has been one of the oldest forms of medicinal treatment. But you do things a little bit differently than, say, someone of tradition would do it.
Correct. So this is called medical contemporary acupuncture, and I use this in my practice with, I would say, 99% of patients. So it can be helpful with any condition at all. And why I love using it for patients with osteoarthritis is because if their joint is really, really sore, and perhaps I can't take them through a full range of motion, especially, for example, if they just had a surgery, they just are stationary with it.
And they're not using it, but this almost gives the exact same input as them controlling and using their muscles, correct?
Absolutely. So what we're doing here is something called electroacupuncture, and what it does is it enhances the communication between the nerves and the muscle that has been lost from muscle atrophy, from arthritis, from if somebody has a muscle tear. So yeah, we're going to hook up Bob, and you'll see a little pulsing of his muscles. And so we really, for example, with the knee, want to strengthen his vastus medialis here, because you can see it's not, he has a little divot here and it's not as strong as what it can be. And then you follow this up with exercise, and you do so much better with your exercise prescription after we stimulate and enhance the communication.
Wow. How does it feel, Bob? Does it hurt?
No.
No?
It's
Relaxing?
well, yeah, it's okay.
It's just involuntary. That's all. Yeah. So sometimes it's just hard for patients to kind of let go. But by no means does it hurt. It's just an involuntary contraction, and obviously we all like having control of our bodies, and so we kind of just sometimes need to let go, trust the process,
and relax. Okay. Well, we've got some red light therapy to talk about, and we also have a workshop that we're going to be showcased for you right here from Care Performance Center on Morning Live. Do not adjust your set. This did not turn into a Halloween segment. Skeleton Steve is enjoying some red light therapy. Near infrared and red light therapy is so important to recovery, but I don't need to tell you that. Amanda's going to tell us that. Talk to us about red light therapy and how impactful it is.
Okay, so this has been really, it's been around a while, but really cutting edge, and it used to just be used for athletes in recovery, but now we're using it for everyday population. So this machine is amazing because it has 7 different wavelengths. Usually these red light panels only have 2 wavelengths, and so our body does so much better with absorbing multiple wavelengths. It's called biphasic, and so this one has red, infrared, and blue light therapy.
Okay, now the blue light therapy tends to sometimes be to get rid of kind of bacteria and cleanse and all that kind of stuff. How do you use it in sports therapy?
So we don't really use the blue necessarily. It's more superficial, but what we are most interested in is the red light therapy. So this is the deeper wavelength that penetrates deeper into the cellular rejuvenation. And so it's more like the 800 to 1,000 wavelengths that we use. And so clinically, it's been shown red light is more for superficial inflammation, but infrared light therapy is more for cellular rejuvenation, enhancing mitochondria, ATP, that's our body's energy. So really, anybody could use it.
For various things. I mean, when you've got inflammation in your joints, red light therapy really helps. If you're recovering from a hip surgery, a knee surgery, if you've got tennis elbow, anything along those lines where you would have that swelling and inflammation, it can help reduce that significantly.
Absolutely.
What about pain management? Can it help with pain?
Absolutely. Red and infrared has been shown to help with pain management, decreasing inflammation, and that's another thing we combine with acupuncture, and you can just be stationary. So you can use it immediately after you have an injury or surgical procedure.
Can you use it at the same time as acupuncture?
Exactly. That's what we do here.
That's so smart.
What we do here. So while the patient has their acupuncture in, which is promoting blood flow, we're giving it another
layer.
Exactly.
Another layer. And this machine, this is next level. Like I've seen a lot of red light therapy and I've dealt with a lot of red light therapy. Sometimes when you go for a facial, you know, you'll get the red light therapy, but it's super small and little, but this like seems like you could do so many different positions and really get a whole body
Absolutely,
treatment.
yeah. And then we even move it to go along the spine, so it could go lengthways along Steve as well. So it covers,
Right, Steve? How you doing in there?
really his whole spine, which is awesome.
Yeah, like that is a really, really good addition to any kind of treatment. And how long have you had the red light therapy for?
Actually, only about 3-4 months.
Okay.
So it's been new to Performance Care Center, and patients have been loving it.
Yeah, I bet.
And wait till the winter, they're gonna love it even more.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it's kind of warm. It's not hot. It's just a little. It just offers a little bit of warmth to your skin and helping you heal. Okay, we've got a workshop coming up next. We're actually going to head out of here to their other location that they have here in Ancaster. So make sure you stay with us. Well, we've made our way down the street in Ancaster to Curated Cradle, and I've gone to baby heaven. I really have. Amanda, this is the cutest little workshop I have ever seen.
We are really proud what we've created here, the sense of community with mom and babies and the support system. Yeah, so this is Dr. Adrienne, she's our pediatric chiropractor, and Haley, this is our pelvic floor physiotherapist.
Both things that you really need when you've just had a baby.
Absolutely. So we help support moms. Haley runs through pregnancy workshops, so gives a safe space to run through exercises and education, especially for new moms.
Totally.
So we support them that way. And then Dr. Adrienne she treated my daughter when she was 24 hours old. Yeah, and just to help her work through
Whatever
like
was
her
going on.
tummy troubles.
Totally.
Yeah, and just, if I had any questions. So yeah, all these moms, they come in, they work on the baby's motor milestones.
Oh my gosh.
Sensory development. Right now, they're specifically working on their tummy time, holding their head up. Adrienne will make sure all the head shapes are looking good, support them that way. Any ergonomic questions with baby products, she is your go-to.
Like my kids are 10 and 13 and I don't know where this kind of thing was when I had babies.
And how important is it to just get out of the house and interact with other moms?
Totally.
And so we support them from Adrienne from a couple days old all the way straight through, and we run these workshops. We have 3 different levels, anywhere from 4 months up to past a year.
Wow.
Start to work on walking and sitting,
And they're
all those
busy.
things.
They're busy in this room that 1 year, I'm sure.
Yes, it can get loud
And a little chaotic.
but so fun.
And super cute. And you run these workshops daily?
We run them daily. So we have 4 classes on Thursday, 4 classes on Friday, and we started with just 1 class a week, and it's grown to about 100 babies a week.
Oh, supply and demand.
Yes.
And you guys are offering. Well, this has just been such an amazing experience. Thank you so much for having us today.
Absolutely.
Performance Care Center, you can check out their website, chiropractic care, pediatric chiropractic, massage therapy, physiotherapy, acupuncture, rehabilitation. Of course, we will have all of that information on our website at chch.com.